Travis Beginashvili. Welcome to the live stream, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News, and today we are going to discuss all the matches, the recap of the East versus West 3 event that just happened yesterday. It was an amazing event from Engin Terzi. So Travis Beginashvili, and if you are watching this live stream after it has ended, please watch it at 1.25x or 1.5x speed. It will save your time and it will provide you a better experience. So Travis Beginashvili, good. Hope you do Engin justice here by providing all the facts. Please, brother, elaborate on that fact. I would like to know more about this comment. What do you mean by all the facts? Like you don't want me to say only positive things? Or I cannot understand. Lasha is saying, Lasha, I hope you are from Georgia. Am I correct? Yeah, Shvili, Georgia, definitely. Gochitashvili. When will new videos be posted? So I will contact Engin. Maybe I'm guessing 3 days, 2 days after. 2 days from now, maybe. Clerks 93. Welcome, brother. Yo. Eiko Nugobor. Hello, Pradeep. Here I am again. Thank you very much, brother, for supporting. 28 people already watching. I think Michael Todd will be going live in 41 minutes from now. So I only have that much time. John Stone. What's up? I'm assuming it was what's up. So the matches of East versus West 3. I hope you got to see them. Please mention, did you get to see the matches at the event? I wrote some of the results on a page. Hopefully I can find them. Yes, I can. So Nadim Redzik is saying, cheers from Bosnia. You are amazing. Keep up the great work. I hope Devon beats Levan. Nadim, did I pronounce your name correctly or not? Insane Fame NYC. Pradeep versus Michael Todd. These comments are hilarious. Whenever somebody loses, the immediate next matchup is me. When Larry Wheels lost to Khaled, Pradeep versus Larry Wheels. Michael Todd lost, Michael Todd versus Pradeep. Or the other comments are about Rebecca Todd. So, John Stone, yes, great event. Pradeep versus Michael, read that. So the first match was Derek Smith versus Artem Morozov. What did you expect from that match? Please let me know. And before that, one more important question. Engin Terzi was like really curious about knowing the feedback, the original feedback, the genuine feedback of the stream. Was it good? Was it bad? Because there are many comments. For me, the stream crashed multiple times, but till the Matt Mask versus Prudnik match, it was kind of manageable. It was manageable, but you had to refresh it many times and it was crashing way before that Matt Mask match. But during that match, that was unbearable, really bad. So after that, they restarted the stream and it went perfectly fine. Insane Fame NYC. Pradeep versus Michael. Okay, sorry, read that again. Yes, great event. Andre was saying, I had Morozov like I have said on your live. Yes, I remember that. But did you expect him to be that much dominant? That is the main question. Because many people were expecting Morozov to win. But I am assuming at least 30% people were expecting him to win. But I am doubting that more than 3% people, including Morozov, believed that it is going to be that much dominant from him. Mazda prediction, YouTube. What do you think about Engin working with off for live stream? I don't know what you mean. Not sure if you saw Engin's video as well as live stream which he deleted. He clarified the situation with Mike and John. Yes, I did watch both of them. I did watch. In fact, I think I may have been the first viewer on both of them. Because in one of them I was clicking on something and YouTube just gave me the notification, so I accidentally clicked on the notification. So I doubt if anyone was faster than me. Stream was 7/10. Yes, Andre, I was almost about to message Engin about this point system, that instead of asking everyone in comments, he should just ask how much would you rate the live stream, like 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 8, 8 to 10, something like that, and that will be good. To be honest, I have expected 3-0 or 3-1. Yes. So you two never thought that it is going to be that much dominant. If possible, I want you to describe what people are saying about Engin what they saw during the live stream, and then discuss what Michael and Engin said after the event, clarifying what happened. So yes, Michael and Engin are good. In the live stream also, Michael was in the comments and he was saying there is nothing wrong. And to me also it looked like, I was also saying, man, it is looking bad. It is looking bad on Engin, looking kind of unprofessional. Engin is interfering with the referees in between the match. Yes, I would say, even though the chat was friendly and he was just reminding Michael of the rules, yes, I agree with all of that. But still, interfering between the match, I did not like that. And yes, Michael, Todd and Engin both clarified that it was just a friendly talk and they both are good with each other. That did not seem to be the way when we watched the live stream. Like, it was looking kind of different. It looked like there is some beef building up between those two, but it wasn't the case. And what was the other point? What people were saying? Yes, there were a few comments. Actually, there was a super chat that, Pradeep, you deserve my money, Engin Terzi does not. So yes, there were people really, really mad about the live stream. They were not really happy. And MMT got cheated. He won that match. So you tell me, how many of you watched the stream? Like, Andre has given me his score 7/10, which I would also say is okay. Like 1 or 2 points I'm going to reduce for sure for the replays. There were no replays. In the beginning, there were some replays in a couple of matches, but not more than that. So for sure, some points need to be deducted for replay and for crashes as well. 7 seems to be an okay number. I would not go higher than 7, maybe 6.5. Most uneducated arm wrestling channel on YouTube, masked up education. Thank you very much, brother. Still you are watching. That is the power of this channel. You know it is bad and still you want to watch it. So thank you for your support. Lado, relax. Lado was saying, what was he saying? The stream lagged so much. Omar is saying, if anyone thought Mask was going to do anything with Morozov. Yeah, I predicted Morozov to win 3-0. But man, that was way too much dominant than what I thought. Lado was saying, Georgia is taking over the whole leaderboard. Really though? Really? I think more Georgians. How many Georgians won and how many lost? So let's see. Let's analyze that comment. So Zorab versus FA. Zorab won against FA. Paul versus David. David lost. And then Michael versus Lutidze. Lutidze won. So 2-1. And Todd versus Irakli. Irakli lost 2-2. Dave versus Gennady. Gennady won 3-3. 3-2. And then Zorab Tabredzil lost to John Brazing. So 3-3. I would not call it taking over. But yes, USA is a much bigger country. And still 3-3 score is good for the Georgians. Engin deleted his last live stream. It was really frustrating and I feel bad for him. He deleted the live stream as well? I know he deleted the video. But live stream too? MMT got cheated. He won that match. It did not look like a pin to me. Of course, I haven't watched it in slow motion, but Michael was saying that it was a pin and Engin was saying that it was not a pin. They agreed that it needs to be really close, but it was that much above the pad when Michael pressed him. And yes, the foul shouldn't have been given on Michael. That was the wrong call. And it happens. Whenever you want to play with that border, with the line that you want micro fouls not to be called, you are going to deal with these things. John Brazing's elbow jumped that much in the final round when the score was 2-2, but it was not called. And Zorab Tabredzil went to Engin Terzi with the phone, showing him that there was a huge foul on John Brazing. But you cannot do that. If you want matches to continue and fouls to be ignored, you'll have to deal with these situations. And right now the money is small. Just imagine when the winning bonus is really huge. Like winning bonus alone is $20,000. Then I'm not sure who is going to ignore these micro elbow fouls. At least if you're ignoring elbow fouls, there should be a review system. Or what if the athlete says, I do not want any foul to be ignored on both of us. If there is any foul on him, call it, referee. So what is the referee going to say then? No, the promoter told us not to call micro fouls. I don't think it is going to happen. then the referee will have to call all the fouls. Prudnik smashed Morozov, Morozov smashed Derek, Derek smashed Tim, Tim beat Matt, and Matt caused a problem for Devon. Yes. And it is actually a good situation. It is not over analyzing the situation, because anything and everything Matt Mask goes through, it eventually will come back to Devon Laird, because of the fact that how highly Devon speaks of Matt Mask. He even 2 months ago in my interview, he told me that he still has difficulties dealing with the hand of Matt Mask, and Prudnik was just dealing with Matt like Matt is an amateur. Like he couldn't do anything, absolutely anything. He could hook, he could top roll, he could do anything he want. The West needs to get some fresh blood in the top, otherwise the sport will go back 20 years. And right now, I don't think people are saying Derek Smith is the guy. I don't think. And I think I'm actually quite confident that Derek Smith is not the guy who is going to be the top level American arm wrestler in the future. Because we have to remember that Derek Smith has been arm wrestling for more than a decade. It is not like he's going to get any newbie gains. We have to understand that. Corey West, on the other hand, nobody talked about that match because it got overshadowed by the East versus West event. Corey West defeated Ryan SP handedly, left-handed. And Corey's right is even stronger, I think. It wasn't even close. He just smashed Ryan SP. Ryan, because he's fast, he was able to hit on him. And then Corey just brought him to the side and defeated him. So that tells you a lot. Corey West is a beast, both left and right-handed. And I don't think Chan Shaw and Derek Smith are even close. I don't think they are close. The West need, okay. Revaz is a true beast. Yes, Revaz did really well. And I don't think he has ever pressed like that, totally getting behind his shoulder with a flop press. But he did that. 311.36 is where the pay-per-view gets cheated for those who have the pay-per-view. Where it gets, okay. Matt moved Devon, Levan automatically wins. Then Todd beats Irakli and Todd couldn't move Devon. Irakli moves Levan. Oops. Point. Good point. Master prediction. Your favorite match? My favorite match, I would say Dave versus Gennady and Michael versus Revaz. Dave versus Gennady was slightly better. People are just confused. They didn't watch the event and think that Mike was angry because Engin talked to him. In reality, Mike was angry that they didn't call the pin when Mike pressed outside his trap. Yes, I did get to see that. And I was talking with Roman. He was my guest and I couldn't listen to all the commentary. That was also the problem. 5/10 Bose is giving the rating to the live stream. Constant refreshing needed is not good. Yes, I agree. I agree totally. We need to be friendly on all sides. And this is one thing, Engin is a great friend of mine, but you have to be careful while giving Engin Terzi the feedback. Like in the live stream, few people were borderline slightly disrespectful and Engin was like really angry. He was saying that he's not going to organize anymore. So you have to be careful. So we only talked about one match because there are a lot of chats. 7 match round not if. I think all the matches should be 7 match round not if that happened. I think Dave was definitely on. Rishikesh, no, Dave was losing all the rounds from there on. He was totally gassed out. Gennady also lifted his elbow to keep from getting pinned on round 2. Dave did the same on round 4. Most educational channel on YouTube. Subscribe to Pradeep today. It is free. Wink wink. Mythagoras. Thank you very much, brother. Mythagoras, did you get that free reference from Ryan SP's channel? I think you were there as well. Prudnik rubbing Matt's head was epic humiliation. I thought they are going to fight. Because Matt was really pissed off. And one thing I did not understand, it was quite clear. Maybe it was because of the setup as well. Matt didn't feel comfortable. But it looked clear. It was quite clear that Matt couldn't do anything. I don't know if the setup would have favored him even 1% in that match. H-Train 19. I thought you were crazy about Dave and Gennady, but you had it spot on. So for those of you who did not watch my video, I made a prediction video And I was like, and I sent many athletes messages in DMs, like Ryan Bowen, Engin Terzi, even Travis Bajent, and one more guy that I don't remember. And I told them that tomorrow Gennady is going to crack Dave Chaffee 3-2, and I even mentioned the score 3-2. Trust me. And when I made a prediction, people were laughing, like, because 91% people were predicting Dave Chaffee to win, and even I was predicting the same up till about a week ago. But then I realized the situation. A couple of facts: that Gennady was competing in tested events till 2018. He had a smaller beard. Just kidding. And the other fact was that he told us that his wrist was slightly injured, and right now he's saying that it is completely healed. So, and even then he managed to stop Dave Chaffee, and once he stopped him, Dave had nothing for him, even in 2018. So, and plus he was saying that he's going to win. All of those factors are good enough to road to 20k subs. Thank you very much, brother Jonathan. Sorry, round 3. Okay. Michael and Dave both got robbed. I don't see how Dave got robbed. And I don't think even Michael got robbed. Last time Ron Bath got robbed. This is what you call getting robbed. What happened to Ron Bath against Zorab? Zora has more chances versus Hutchings than Irakli. Zorab is going to go in a hook, and as Todd Hutchings said, that was a really bold statement. Todd said that you are not going to beat me in a hook unless you are 300-pound elite or something. So I don't think that is going to be a good match. I honestly feel bad for both Matt and MMT. Michael had nothing to do. Michael was waiting for Lutidze to elbow foul from that position and couldn't do a thing. And this is one thing about Michael Todd. I'm kind of shocked. Michael used to be the guy who drained out his opponents. Even in round 1, he got a good position on him, and he got the stop in every single round. All of them were longer than 1 minute rounds. Still, he was not drained. He was not able to drain him. It looked like if you did some measurements of a heartbeat or something, Michael Todd was breathing heavier than him. He was sweating. So what happened to Michael's endurance? The King's move that he used to bleed people, it is not working anymore. Even if he's stopping people, he himself is getting gassed out. I don't know what is going on. Core Sports told Engin only 1 to 2% problems. Yeah, I would say it was more than that. I think Core Sport were bluffing Engin a bit on that. Yes, I agree. Because when I was doing live stream, whenever my stream was crashing, I was getting at least 10 comments in the stream as well that yes, it crashed. And it happened at least 10 times, at least. Yes, Lado is mentioning the population. I also mentioned that fact, which is great. Small population and great arm wrestlers. Commentary said Zorab and Brazink both fouled in that last match. Follow the rules, Engin said. Pradeep, why didn't you get invited for the event for reffing or other stuff? Reffing? Of course, no. I am not experienced in reffing. But Mark Meyer, I think I felt it happened for the first time that I felt missing myself. I was missing myself during that press conference. At that press conference, and I'm not even kidding, I could have done a way better job. Like if they handed me the microphone to ask the questions, to start up some conversations, I would have done a really, really amazing job, and I'm really, really confident about that. Because I haven't been in a situation with arm wrestlers, with legends like that, but I think I can handle that pressure well. I won't succumb to that level of pressure. I'll do great there. And my questions, I've always been getting those compliments that whenever I interview people, my questions are good, different than others. I'll message Engin about... Actually, Engin invited me. He said that he's going to cover my hotel and food expenses well if I come here. But I couldn't. Follow the rules. Thanks for asking, Mark. Milton can't watch the event. Okay. I may have to skip some chat, guys. Sorry. I'm really... Arvind Murthy in the house. In the last match, MMT was so distracted. It looks like Michael is kind of angry and sad, but he's forced to have a kind of a fake smile on his face, pretending to be happy and okay with whatever is happening. But I don't think he was happy at all. Todd is legit number 1 in 100 kg. 100 kilos? Yes, possible. Possible. In a super match, yeah, definitely 5 round or 6 round super match. Michael Todd is doing wrong over past 2 years. I'm not qualified enough to speak on that topic, but Michael, I think, should benefit from more from traditional training, like pronation, cupping, wrist curls, things like that. No one speak about Marcio. We are going to talk about him. Pradeep, try to make MMT versus Matt Mask has to happen. Okay. Ryan Bowen says John and Todd are now ranked 9 and 10. But I think Arif and Tobias are a lot stronger than them. Yes. Like Arif, I just cannot imagine a guy like Todd Hutchings doing anything with Arif. Arif is way too explosive. Devon will get absolutely decimated by Levan. Matt is a loose cannon. That head rub was gusty by Pruding and he did it with a smile. That was a really, really brave move. Dave Chaffee needs a press. Was Gennadi's finger really broken? It looked like bad shape. I did not see it, Stacks. I may have to check it once again. Pradeep, we are getting closer to King of the Table 4. What's your prediction for Devon versus Levan? Man, 6-0 Levan. I think the strength gap is way too much. Irfan. Irakli Levan practices. Lagia does not like them. MMT doesn't try to even have any offense. He just waits thinking. And this was his game. But before that, whenever the person tried to come forward for a press, Michael used to have a great side pressure to knock them off center, off their shoulder. And then he came with his own press. But right now it is not happening. COVID has a lot to do with that. So, Engin flipped out on me for commenting on his baby-like outburst to Michael mid-match. He actually blocked me from his YouTube channel and then deleted the video. It's constructive criticism. Brother Stizzy, constructive criticism. You could have, like, even in this comment, you could have just removed that baby word, and then he would have taken it as a constructive criticism. So for the first time, I clicked on insert ad button. Did you just see an ad about 5-10 seconds ago? Master Jack, hey Pradeep, do you know why Engin needs Core Sports at all? To sell pay-per-views. YouTube pay-per-view thing is not viable for Engin yet. Like, I don't think Engin said that he cannot do it on YouTube. I don't know. There are no other options right now. Lack of options, I would say. Nearly 11 pounds. Constant interruptions. Yes. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to skip a lot of comments today. Man, massive chat. 143 people watching. What do you think about Corey West and Arif? Yes, that match is interesting. People are already talking about this match. Thoughts on Todd versus Todd? Close match. I would say close match. How did you call him out then? Who? Mike got that win and Engin said it's his rules. He is in charge. Really? What if Devon 6-0 do you think arm wrestling world will be in shock? Definitely. Me more than anyone else. Andrea is saying, I don't know. I think Michael looked way better in the previous matches. I was shocked. So if the back pressure hit kind of worked for Michael in round 1, I don't know why he went again for that side pressure offensive move, which clearly did not work. I don't know if he was trying to prove a point or something. I don't know what. Yes, I had an ad. Oh my god. I think it works. Good. Your boy making some money from YouTube. I don't know. I think Michael looked okay. Read that. But Matt was playing with Arif Artem and he faced Hermes a couple of years ago. So Matt was playing with Arif Artem after he faced Hermes a couple of years ago. Okay. Hutchings would win. I think it was last year you're talking about. So Arif, Engin told me that Arif was injured at that time. East versus West first event. Morozov is 190, not 195 centimeter. Dackley is 191. Why the 8 is so, height is so incorrect? I don't know. Morozov is around 6'3", 6'4". Hey, I said Corey versus Arif first. Yes, Clerks 93. Andre, relax, buddy. I took screenshots of people like you who don't even know what I actually commented. No names. Okay. So Derek Smith lost to Morozov. It was one of the most impressive wins. Morozov just flash pinned him twice, and in third round he held him in hook and pinned him. That was really impressive. And even more impressive thing is that Prudnik just manhandled Morozov, who manhandled Derek Smith. So man, that tells us how many levels there are in arm wrestling. Please come to India. We love you over here. Who you are asking to come to India? Is Revaz really 6'5"? He looks taller. No, Revaz is more than that. Revaz is around 200 centimeter tall. So Marcio Barboza defeated Sahib Chalar from Turkey 3-0. Prudnik versus Tobias Sporong. It was an upset. Tobias Sporong did everything perfectly. Zero mistake. I'm a Prudnik fan, so I was rooting for him. And I was hoping, man, Tobias, just make one mistake. Just make one mistake. Let Prudnik slip. Let him slip and get to the straps and he will beat you. But Tobias did everything perfect. He took his hand and he never stopped the surges. He just kept attacking very aggressively and he beat Prudnik 3-0 left-handed. So Morozov versus Matt Mask 3-0. Matt only got to slip only one time. So that was also really dominant. Morozov was just very casually holding Matt Mask left-handed. And Zurab Tavbridze versus Efe Komek. Zurab with his broken arm position, jamming his elbow without his hand, defeated Efe Komek from Turkey 3-0. Paul Lin versus David Somushia, one of the best matches of the night. Paul Lin came back after being down 2-1, then won the next 2 rounds. 3-2 win for Paul Lin. Arif Artem versus Krasimir Kostadinov. Arif had never lost to Krasi. I'm already in India, brother. What do you want? What do you want to say? So Arif had never lost to him, and the winning streak continued. He defeated Krasimir very easily, 3-0, and Krasi I think needs to compete under 110 kilos. Marcio versus Tobias, war, one of the greatest matches once again, 3-2. Amazing. That you should definitely watch that match when it is uploaded on YouTube. And you can still purchase the pay-per-view if you want. If for some reason you missed the live stream and $14 is not a big amount for you, you can still purchase the pay-per-view. Prudnik versus Matt Mask. Prudnik won 3-1. He just very convincingly, he was like back pressing Matt almost to his chest, and Matt had absolutely nothing for him. Absolutely nothing. Like there were, I don't know how many levels between those two guys. Prudnik lost 1 round. He moved twice in referee's grip. And after that, Michael Todd, Revaz Lutidze. Michael won the first round comfortably. Then Revaz won 2. Then Michael won 1 on fouls, I think. And Revaz finally won the 5th round. All of them were very long rounds. And Revaz did that flop press for the first time. He was very patient. He was bringing Michael close to him. And with the flop press, because he's so tall, like 6'6", 6'7", he was able to completely get over his shoulder, over his arm, and press Michael Todd. Tobias looks taller than Morozov. They messed up the height, I think. So Todd Hutchings versus Irakli Zirakashvili, the semi-final, I think it was. No, Gennady versus Dave was the semi-final. Todd Hutchings defeated Irakli comfortably 3-0. He lost his hand slightly, but it wasn't enough for Irakli. Dave Chaffee versus Gennady Kvikwinia. Dave Chaffee was winning 2-0, and then Gennady made one of the most amazing comebacks in arm wrestling history and defeated him 3-2. And John Brezink versus Zurab Tavbridze. John Brezink defeated 3-2. So people were expecting, including me, for John to sweep him without any competition. But he got 2 weird pins. Like, he got John in a hook in an offensive position, but then John was rolling out, and seeing that his wrist is getting compromised, he let it go anyways, clamped onto John's hand really hard, and just pushed him forward and pressed him to the pad. So he defeated John 2 times like this. Engin shouldn't have interfered, very unprofessional. Yes, at that moment, I don't know what was going on there. Watching it live, I don't think there was anyone who liked that moment. And Engin told us, he clarified that he discussed some things in that final John versus Zurab match as well. So I did not get to see that. I was talking with Roman at that time. But yeah, maybe he could have waited till the match ended. I know the intention was clear, but on camera, on live stream, it didn't look good. Lot of arm wrestlers lie about their height. I don't know why. Matt was playing with Arif. This is hilarious. Yes, I think it was not the case. MMT is more worried about looking good than winning. Marcio's match was one of the favorite matches. His Stax is saying Tobias is almost 200. Just look at him standing next to Alex and Morozov. Did Hermes win? Hermes did not compete, Turbo. He was a guest. And he needs to keep his ego in check. Sometimes he doesn't need to have the last word in everything, cause he is in vacation. Okay, Hermes is gonna pull Dave Chaffee at East versus West. So Morozov versus Dave Chaffee is confirmed. Hermes is not going to pull. Yes, no. Morozov versus Dave Chaffee. The match is confirmed for East versus West 4. I think I would suggest Michael Todd right now, and if you're going to his live stream after 15 minutes, then you should definitely advise him that he should once again try against Dave Chaffee, the guy who he used to beat always. And I don't think he can beat Dave Chaffee right now. So if he cannot beat Dave Chaffee, it means something is wrong with him, and he should definitely reconsider his options of trying to compete at the elite level in the future. Because then it is quite clear that it is something off with him. And if he's not able to do that, if he's able to beat him, then he should keep on trying to do something that he used to do in the past and get back into that shape. Thomas lies about his height to surprise his opponents. I doubt that. It's Engin's event, he can do whatever he wants. That's right as well. And where is Mazurenko? Michael is saying. Good question. Mazurenko is in Ukraine. He cannot do anything right now. But Mazurenko missed the boat. In 2020, he tried to stick with his values. He did not change with time. He did not adapt with time. And his league kept getting crushed. And I think it is almost over after this war. Very difficult for him to come back. Why Gennady challenged Devon and not Hermes for revenge? I don't know. Because Devon is more popular. Morozov is too fast. Honest critic was typing something about Engin and his comment got deleted. Okay, damn Chaffee is gonna lose this one as well against Morozov. Man, Artem Morozov is just 24 years old. Did you look at his biceps? Man, that guy is amazing. Only 24 years old, and seeing what he's doing, what he did to Dave Chaffee, what he did to Derek Smith, Matt Mask, and Tobias Sporong as well, who defeated Prudnik. Sky is the limit for that guy. He fouled after the pin. Let me insert one more ad. Sorry guys. I really want to see Hermes fight Todd or Dave or... Okay. This is the beauty of arm wrestling. Is impossible. Yeah, true top 5. Top 5? No, brother. Omar, I would say ranking the top 5 is the easiest thing to do. After that, it gets kind of messy. Because Hermes would destroy him once again. Spam bam. 613 Trapman with a 279 Canadian super chat. Thank you very much, brother. Who is next for MMT and who is next for Matt Mask? Michael Todd. Next match is Todd Hutchings on July 9th. And Matt's next match is Lars Robakan. I think it is in September or November, something like that. But Matt's next match is I think he's Norwegian, Lars Robakan. He cancelled East versus West 4. I don't think again is going to cancel that. Nope. Yes, he was saying once. Igor Mazurenko is saying, I'm here. Bro, why didn't you organize the events during COVID? Lol, F these ads. Prudnik destroy Morozov. Yes, right-handed. Prudnik just manhandled him, like made him look like an amateur. I don't see you spamming. Yep, on the right, Prudnik won easily. Should be the winner of sub 110 kg division to be considered the best pound for pound arm wrestler like in UFC possible. But pound for pound, maybe a 65 kg guy is really small, really strong. You cannot really determine that. Might do it for the LOLs. Maybe Engen should reduce the matches to 5 max and broadcast over YouTube, which takes a bigger split instead of core sports. I saw a lot of people complain about this stream. Yes, and to me the good thing about YouTube is it is really easy to buy. So the membership thing, if you click on that dollar option, super chat option, you're going to see a few options. One of them is buying a membership. If you buy a membership, YouTube is going to take, I think, 30% of that. And but still, I am assuming core sports must also be taking at least 10-15% from Engen, 15% maybe. So YouTube is going to take 30%, let's assume. But the thing with YouTube membership is it is much easier to buy compared to a core sports website. Leaving YouTube and going on another website is not really a convenient thing for the fans. Buying YouTube, I think if Engen sold, let's say 5,000 pay-per-views this time, then if he switches to YouTube membership, he's for sure going to sell 8,000. I'm quite sure about that. And YouTube, the thing about YouTube streams is it never crashes. The Johnny Depp, the court case, I don't know how many people were watching. 200,000 or 400,000 people, something like that. That many people were watching, and YouTube stream is never going to crash. Unless it is my stream and there is a power cut or something. That's what I am saying. 108 kg humiliated Matt Mask, 120 kg Prudnik would humiliate Devon. Yeah, Prudnik versus Devon can be really interesting if Prudnik gets big. Hermes did after pull with Morozov. But yeah, Devon will Kings move Prudnik. Devon will Kings move and beat Prudnik comfortably in the end, I think. Morozov got injured in the second round versus Prudnik. I guess he could have been closer. Nope, he didn't get injured in the first round. In first round also he handled him. And in second round, if you watch that match carefully, Prudnik was just casually holding him. He was hitting sideways 2-3 times, and when he was hitting sideways, then he got injured. But even before that, nothing was moving. Igor Mezurenko is saying, I think if I start prepping, I might end up beating both Michael Todd and Matt Mask on the same day. Levan was saying that he wants to face 2 of the top 5 guys on the same day, back to back. I'm considering Gennady to be in top 5 now, and he may have to do that because there is no competition right now for Levan. Devon would have to Kings move Prudnik. Yes, exactly, Brandon. Nobody cares for Sabin. He's old news. Michael likes to argue instead of pulling. If Devon was to fight Hermes right now, Devon would win, in my opinion. Close. In best of 3, I would favor Hermes all day. Best of 5, 6 round super match, yeah, endurance will favor Devon. Sabin sitting on his quadratic fist. Sabin killed Levan. 2 arms per event is not good. Arm wrestling is unmatched. Sabin is a businessman like Travis, right? Anything and everything Sabin does is to promote. And Sabin was using the illegal streams. He was using recording video on his television, the East vs West pay-per-view stream, and using that to sell his pronator handle. And I was like, what is this, man? What do you guys think about that? Using the stream, Irakli, he was showing Irakli losing in that match and then saying that this is what happens when you don't use my handle, and Gennady winning, then he was saying this is what happens when you use my handle. Badulescu is banned in arm wrestling. Yes, few more months remaining because he was caught in PED testing. Michael should arm wrestle Larry Wheels now. Levy. Engen changed nothing and said he's basically a ref, so he did nothing wrong. Okay. Yes, no, I agree, but that's why you hire refs and the rules of the match, so athletes were aware. Okay, Bedulesco is banned till December. Yes. Honest critic 40 rupees super chat. Engin is very childish and a control freak. So this was the chat that was deleted, right? You are not honest critic if you are using words like this. Who is gonna organize such an event other than Engin? Yes. Engin definitely has the edge. The connections that he has made in arm wrestling over the past years, the respect that he has, and he can do that. And Turkey is in kind of middle for, I would not say in middle, it is towards the eastern side. The European countries are very like neighboring countries. Who's gonna organize an event? Brendan Allen. Been more than a month. Okay, he has not received it. If Travis Bagent was to come, I think left-handed arm wrestler next to Levon. In his prime, yes. Right now, I don't think he can ever do that. The legend of 300-pound Devon against Michael Todd is a joke because Todd is not top 10. Yes, and one thing with Michael Todd, you may have noticed it. Whenever Michael Todd loses to anyone, he makes others' wins look bad. When Michael Todd lost to Devon, it was okay. It made Devon look good. But when Michael lost to Gennady, Devon must have been pissed off because his win against Michael was kind of diluted. Because prior to that, no one had defeated Michael like that. And right now, Michael lost to Revaz. Now, Gennady's win over Michael is also kind of diluted. Like, if Revaz also defeated Michael, then Gennady's win was also not that much impressive. Same thing with Devon's win. Mike lost to a guy who has not competed in 4 years. Yes, 5 years, I think. And Revaz pinned him 3-1 when Mike Falls started. If you say Mike got robbed, then both were fouled. Yes, I agree with this statement. Do you think Gennady beat a stronger MMT than he was against Devon? I don't think so. I think he has been on the same level. If you think he didn't get robbed, you're biased. Nobody got robbed. It means maybe. Like I said, elbow fouls. That was I don't think it was a pin. They clearly agreed to the rules before that. Actually, I did say that maybe Zurab got robbed because there was a big elbow foul from John Brezink. But then again, you agreed to ignore micro fouls. How do you decide? For me, that this is not a micro foul. This is exactly the problem that I have been talking about for months now. That there is no such thing as a micro foul. You cannot measure it in live matches. I think we're missing the point. All these guys are just strong AF now. Jay Cullen. Brandon is saying MMT's riser just isn't what it used to be. In this match, Michael was in a good position. He cracked Revaz's wrist as well. Still he couldn't win. So his pronator, his riser looked good in that match. But it still didn't matter. And he was in his full King's move as well this time. Unlike the previous time, he was in his full King's move. Honest critic is giving this video a thumbs down. No problem, brother. You saw that big foul? Yes, there was a foul. So I was arm wrestling fan. I was commentating live with Roman and we were watching the match. And I did say during the match, as soon as the foul happened, of course I haven't seen it again. That's a big foul from John Brezink. It should restart. And then I saw that the match kept going. So yes, I did see a big foul. And Roman also saw that foul. But I haven't watched the replay. But it was a big foul. And Engin was telling that Zorab also came with the video in front of Engin showing him the foul. Just because you gave a super chat, you don't think I'm going to hide you, honest critic. Typing the same comment and again. Now MMT will get Kordecha next. Yes, they were talking about that match. Michael won yesterday. He flashed pin him and got a foul. That was afterwards. I will have to see that round on replay, but It was very near. Michael kind of wanted it to be called in a slip in a losing position, but Engin said he doesn't think that it was a slip in losing position. He had full hand control and his hand was above the pad. This is what Engin said. So is Michael Todd live right now? If Michael Todd goes live, let me check. You don't leave the chat. I don't want to lose you, all the viewers. Monster Michael Todd is live. Okay. I don't want... No. Yes, I think he's live. Michael is saying it is not over. So 120 people watching, 45 minutes. I'm going to end this live stream, and please, I would request you guys to switch over to Michael's live stream after that, but not before that. 5 more minutes. I have 5 more minutes. Refs can get it wrong, but the tiny elbow bumps do exist a lot. Cody Merritt also. Todd is live, yes. Okay. And man, I want to see Vitaly. I remember the elbow foul. Refs can get it wrong. Yes, no. And for those who say Mike won the first round easily, no, he didn't. Revaz couldn't get a proper setup and saw that he couldn't do anything. He just played smart and gave up. So he didn't get tired. Yes, no. Possible. Yes, no. When Devon loses to Levan, do you think he will be dodging Hermes and Gennady? So recently, who asked? Maybe Neil Pickup asked Devon who he wants to face after that. And Devon did not name Hermes. Devon named Dave Chaffee. He wants to face Dave Chaffee once again. Maybe a rematch with Levan if Devon wins that. And one more name that I'm forgetting right now. But he clearly did not mention Hermes Gasparini. Based on how he's going to do against Levan, we can figure out. If he gives Levan a really good fight, then I don't think he should have any problem in facing Hermes. But if he just gets destroyed by Levan, then he might have a big trouble against Hermes as well. Who remembers how Pradeep used to talk about Engin? Now he accuses people of being disrespectful to Engin. Actually, on my channel, I have never been disrespectful. I can criticize anyone as much as I want, and I have still done that. But the use of words, and that thing was about more than a year, 1.5 years ago. There were a lot of misunderstanding between me and Engin, which is clear now. Michael with the super chat, 5 dirham. Thank you very much, brother, for your support. And all Russian are also banned, so not a chance to invite Leletin or Salaev. Engin was saying that he wants to invite Vitaly Leletin, but who is he going to put him against? This is my question. Who is going to face Vitaly? You have to find the opponent as well. Devon mentioned Caderet. Yes, Jerry also. Why does Devon avoid Hermes? I don't know, because Hermes Gasparini's style is almost perfect to beat Devon. This is the style that you want to beat Devon. A stronger hand than Devon, which Hermes clearly has, and also a press to finish the king's move, which Hermes also has, and explosivity, which is also Devon's weakness. So Hermes has all 3 weapons. It is all about, does he have the endurance to do that multiple times? Well, who are your current top 10? Really difficult. Levan, Vitaly. After that, it kind of gets messy, man. It is really difficult to know after that. Guys, please. Almost time. It is almost time. Revaz beat MMT and Levan beat Revaz and Devon beat MMT. I don't think Devon has a chance. So both. Okay. For the bet. So Ryan Bowen was ready to bet $50 with me on Dave Chaffee. I did not understand. Maybe he was talking about the score or about the match. So I said no bet yet. But I was quite confident that maybe he's going to win. So guys, please switch over to Monster Michael. But before that, more importantly, subscribe to the channel and like this video. It will be really helpful for me. Switch over to Michael's chat and please tell him that I said welcome to India Michael Todd. Pradeep, just type this, welcome to India Michael Todd Pradeep. If you do that, I'll be really happy. I'm also switching over to his chat. Thank you very much, guys. Like the live stream and bye bye.